Hey everybody, Adam Mittermeier with Remax Elite, and I'm here with Mark Phillips with Motto Mortgage. How are you today, Mark?
Oh man, doing awesome. Just
Doing
busy,
great.
busy.
Yeah, after Corona and everything happened, I know I thought the housing market would slow down, but obviously that's not the case.
No, it's not. I'll tell you, when all that really hit the scene in March, the stock market went nuts. Everybody was going crazy. Rates were going up and down daily. I literally said, we're about to have a big problem. But the real estate and mortgage world has seen nothing but just a huge increase. So
Yeah, busy, huh?
very busy.
So I actually have a few questions. I actually went to Facebook this time, and they have a few questions for you, and I wanted to do it this way.
Okay.
So my first question would be on shop loans. So with shop loans, is there a requirement or a certain percentage of the exterior that cannot be metal? So I guess in general, on shop houses, how does that work?
I know exactly what this person's asking about. Some people might call them a barn dominium, something like that. It's basically where they'll have a metal building. Some people will make it where it's like their house on 50% of it, and then the rest of it's a shop where they might park their tractor or work on the four-wheeler or work on whatever. Those are a little bit tricky to do because it's not easy to appraise. So like a 3-bed, 2-bath around town, there's tons of comparable sales. They can find, the values and all that stuff. With those type of structures, you don't have just bukus of recent sales, to compare them to. That's where you typically run into the problem now. Farm Credit will actually do those type of loans. It's literally called Farm Credit. If you need some help, just reach out to me. I can put you in contact with somebody. But they have loans specifically for that, because I've been asked that question so many times. I found out who could do it. So it's not a loan that we do. It's just not a property that works with the type of residential loans that we do, mainly because of that appraisal. Probably in the future, those are becoming more common. It may end up working one day, but right now, Farm Credit's the way you need to go on that.
Awesome. Now, next question is, so for a first-time home buyer, is there a particular loan that you would recommend to a first-time home buyer? Compare, like, that would be better than one that would be better than the other.
It is so different for every single person that is a very hard question to answer because one first-time buyer may have a lot of cash and a very good credit score and a very big salary, you know what I mean?
Right.
The next may not have all three of those, and they may not fit into the same parameters, for loan programs. So it's a case-by-case, individual type program. If we can fit them into some of these programs, we definitely will. Most of all first-time homebuyers are going to be able to get, as long as they're within, again, parameters, debt ratios, and things like that. You have more options like 3% down on a conventional loan, whereas typical other minimums are going to be 5%. It's very case by case. I need to look at that borrower. I need to look at their current situation. What do they fit in? What do they need? And then go from there. So a little bit hard to answer that just on the fly, but that's part of the application process. That's what we're really doing, trying to figure out what's the best program that we can fit them in, that'll make it the most affordable. Can we make this a very pleasant process? Those type of things.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So I have another question. So this is actually a very interesting one. This particular person said, I read Joe Biden plans to bring back the first-time home buyer credit. What does the lender, I'm over here talking in third person over here, right in front. What does the lender think will change with the new change in the months to come? Incentives, rates, forecasts, yada, yada, yada.
Very hard to predict any of that too. So much of mortgage rates is driven by the market. What's happening in the world? Are people buying mortgage-backed securities? The government's buying a lot of those right now. It's keeping rates pretty low. That's kind of why everything went haywire in March. People were pulling the different areas of stocks and bonds and different trades. So, long story short, never can answer the question, obviously 100%, but I do read a lot of this stuff, people that are a lot smarter than me that are tracking way more information than I am, that say mortgage rates are going to stay low, at least for the next year. Does that mean they're going to stay exactly where they're at? No, but in the grand scheme of things, I mean, rates are, you can easily get a 30-year mortgage in the twos right now, you know what I mean, with a decent credit score. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard. I mean, we even have some of our lenders, if it's a phenomenal loan, phenomenal borrower, great credit, I mean, it's got to be top notch. They're getting in the high ones on 30-year mortgages.
Wow.
And 15-year mortgages, in between two. It's pretty wild how low they've gotten. If you think about it, I mean, rates have been, even just in the last 2 years, I mean, they had gotten up to 4.5% maybe on a conventional loan. We're refinancing all those people right now into low twos and stuff, so they're coming out okay because this isn't working out for them. But long story short, rates are going to stay low. It's going to be a good time to buy. It's going to be a good time to sell. As long as rates are staying low, people are going to have access to more money. They can buy more house. You know what I mean? Keeps their payment in a certain range.
Keeps that interest rate low, the payment. Yeah.
Now, is there going to be a program for first-time buyers? I have no idea. I mean, if they do, that'd be fantastic. That's just going to give more people access to be able to buy a house. Buying a house is part of building wealth. It's an asset that people buy the house appreciates over time. They may sell one day, whatever the case may be. That's one asset that people use to build wealth over time. I mean, it's not an investment like an investment property, because it's not making you money, but at the end of the day, if you can sell that property 10, 15 years down the road and make a profit, that's the ultimate goal. Buying the house, is having some ownership in it. So yeah, that's kind of where I see that, going. And with Biden, again, I don't know.
Hard to predict, right?
It's very hard to know. I just don't know. So.
Okay, awesome. Well, if there's nothing else, y'all, this has been Adam Mittermeier with Remax Elite.
Yeah, Mark Phillips, Motto Mortgage.
Give him a call if y'all need any loans that just need any questions answered. He's a wealth of knowledge. But other than that, y'all have a great day.
Thanks.
Bye.